Hello, Gemini, and welcome. This is going to be your next 48 reading, so this will be from October 1st to October 3rd. And I'm going to add in, since it's still kind of September 29th, you might be feeling some of this energy already. And I'm getting two storylines. And they feel really... So first of all, for some of you, the song I Won't Give Up, I believe Jason Mraz is relevant, especially for those of you that may have a Gemini cusp in either your Western or your Vedic chart. But what I'm seeing is two timelines. For some of you, Geminians, you have been attempting to hold on to a situation partially through codependence and fear of the unknown of what's next, when you really need to go towards independence and working on being independent. And most of you already know that. And you've been struggling to hold on to it more as a power play because you don't want to feel like you lost. It's not the kind of dynamic that you're used to. There's been a whole lot of competition and third-party situations, and in your shadow card position is the Knight of Cups in reverse. And what that tells me, for those of you on that timeline, is that you need to end that situation. And it could be, or it could be that you are with somebody who is treating you in that way, that there is definitely a power imbalance. It's mostly about money and image, reputation, things like that. It's not really about the Ten of Cups. It's not emotional fulfillment. So if you're with somebody who is like that with you, then your challenge is to end that, and to reach out to the person that you really do feel called towards. Or if you don't have a specific person, to heal, take time to be single and learn to refill your own cup. And don't let the noise distract you, because this person is going to make a really big deal about it, but it is time. And if this is you that is holding on to a relationship that you feel like your image is going to be dismantled, or your reputation is going to be hurt, or you just don't want to lose, well, you kind of got to, your choice is either you end it with integrity and you get the good karma from that, or Spirit will end it and you get all the bad karma that goes from holding on to it. You got the Seven of Swords reversed, which is paying the price of being manipulative, and it's very much an air sign card too, and you've got a lot of air sign cards in there. For those of you on the other timeline, it is that it's time for you to reach out to somebody that you've been thinking about, that you likely know is your either a twin flame or a soulmate, that you have not been treating very well because you've been involved in other third-party situations. And you probably had a lot of karmic relationships come up, both between work and friendship and everything else, and you've been struggling to focus on the material and your image, your reputation, and it is costing you a lot. And likewise, this could also be somebody else that you're dealing with, that maybe somebody that you are with. Now, I know these timelines are not a ton different, but Spirit's telling me that they do make a difference, and I'm not surprised, because Gemini is a duality. Now, interestingly enough, the cards that you got specifically, the homophone cards, was T, like to tee off, and pair in reverse. And what I'm getting from that is, one, this is the tee off. Like it's kind of let the games begin, but it's also, it doesn't feel like a good sort of game. It doesn't feel like, it feels more like the only really the real relevance to even the game of golf is that there's handicaps big time in there. And you might even be involved with somebody where you're packing your stuff, or they're packing their stuff, and they make some sort of incredible mess with it. And I know that I did a reading I think it was a few days ago, that was an all signs one, where the clothing card came up in reverse, and I had said that like somebody's going to kick over like the laundry basket, or they're going to throw clothes around, or something along those lines. And I'm getting the sense that for you specifically, in the next 48 hours, this is some sort of involvement. And it's also, because this is pair, as in like a matched set, I'm getting the sense that you are recognizing that you are not a good pair with this person, or maybe you will, but the T card tells me that, especially with the back being a T, that there is likely, if you don't work to end it, and start creating good karma, then, I mean, Saturn just went direct. You're going to reap what you sow. And this is like, it's getting started. It's the kickoff. It's the tee. It's, you got a chance. You can take a swing and keep trying to play the game and deal with the bad karma coming towards you. Or you can say, you know what? I'm not going to play. And you can put your club down. You can recognize that it was a bad match, and you can back off. Now, interestingly enough, the card that came up for you in tarot is the Eight of Pentacles. And what that suggests to me is you need to be allowing of cycles in your life to end and begin. You also need to work on your boundaries, and you need to focus on doing what you love. Like, don't be trying to force other people to do what you love. Don't be stopping yourself from doing what you love just because someone else is unhappy about it. Learn to have good boundaries, and then your karma will get better, and you will start to notice that you have more abundance coming in. But if you're matched with somebody that you're not meant to be with, whether you thought it was going to work or not, or whether there's just seems like spirits coming in all over the place and trying to create all sorts of interference, you're not going to have abundance if you keep going towards that. Now, the hot topic, Divine Feminine reversed, distorted feminine energy, the High Priestess reversed, and in the heart of the matter, the Six of Wands in reverse. And what I saw in a lot of these cards is a lot of distorted sexual energy, a lack of recognition for, it's like whatever situation you might be in, either romantically or professionally or whatnot, like, it's not fulfilling, and it's actually preventing you from finding your twin flame and getting on your healing path, and preventing the person that you're with and doing it. You're not in a compatible match, and the longer that you continue to do that, especially to the detriment of anybody in your life who might actually be either a twin flame or a family member, could be child, parent, whatever. Like, if you are continuing this connection to avoid facing your shadow work or healing codependence, or to be single or anything like that, you're creating more and more bad karma, and it's just going to keep getting worse and worse and worse. You're in a cycle. And it's a cycle that has to do with the commitments that you keep in your life, and especially with you not focusing on what you love. But I get the sense, however, Gemini, that especially with that tee-off card, and the two cards on the top and bottom of the homophone deck ended up being the number 1 reversed, and the waste card, as in like garbage. It's, so what I'm getting the sense of is that you're going to be recognizing that you're not number 1 with this person. You never were meant to be. You're not going to be, and it's a waste of your energy to continue doing it. It's just going to create a big mess, a big smelly, awful mess. And the reason that you were brought into this dynamic, regardless of the timeline that you're on, or which one of the first readings you felt pulled towards, it was there to teach you to look at yourself and do your shadow work so that you can stand firm on your own with healthy boundaries and healthy self-love and self-worth no matter what. And what I'm getting the sense of is that Spirit is, you notice there's only one person in this card, and only one card came out. And even the one were in reverse, like, that tells me that either you can do it intentionally and you can come out on top for that, or Spirit is going to force it to happen, and then you're not going to feel so number 1 about it. And it's likely to be such a big mess, especially with Gemini energy, that it's something that is gossiped about, that brings in, I don't know, Gemini. There, a couple of these readings have been not the most uplifting, but I do get the sense that it's going to turn out good. You just have to be willing to face your shadows, especially when it comes to relationships and commitments and romantic stuff. You need to learn to fill your own cup, and you need to learn to release the things that are not making you happy, and not the things that are putting you in the dark, you know? Like, it's time to put it to rest. All right, Gemini, hopefully the next reading will be a lot more pleasant, but I have faith in you. You can make it through this, whether you decide to go at it with my suggestions or not. Anyways, thank you for your likes, shares, and subscribes, and I'll see you in the next video.